The Feast of the Flies, a Guan's fable. At the edge of a farm, beneath an old wooden fence, hung a strange, transparent bag. Inside was a dark, sweet-smelling liquid. To the farmer, it smelled terrible. To the flies, it smelled like a feast. One hot afternoon, a young fly named Flicker passed by. He stopped in the air and sniffed. What is that wonderful smell? He wondered. An old fly named Graywing was resting on a nearby leaf. I've never seen that place before, Graywing said. Perhaps you should be careful. Flicker circled the bag. Through its clear walls, he could see several flies buzzing excitedly inside. Careful? Flicker laughed. Look how many flies are already there. They must have found something delicious. Graywing studied the bag. They went in, he said slowly. But have you seen any of them come out? Flicker did not answer. At that moment, a fly inside the bag rushed toward the wall. He struck the plastic, fell backward, and tried again. To Flicker, it looked as though the fly were dancing. Look, Flicker said. They are having such a wonderful time. Inside the trap, the frightened fly shouted, Stay away! There is no way out. But the wall was thick, and his warning reached the outside world as nothing more than a faint buzz. Flicker smiled. Look! They're so happy they're even singing! Before Graywing could stop him, Flicker found the narrow entrance and flew inside. At first, he was delighted. The smell was stronger, and there was plenty to eat. I knew it, he cried. This really is a feast. But after eating, Flicker decided to leave. He flew upward. He struck the wall. He turned left. Another wall. He flew right. Still another wall. Again and again, he searched for the opening, but he could not find it. Where's the way out? He asked. A tired fly beside him gave a bitter laugh. There is an easy way in, she said, but no easy way out. Flicker began to panic. He rushed from one side of the bag to the other, beating his wings as hard as he could. Outside, 3 more flies had arrived. They watched Flicker racing around inside. One of them is flying very fast, said the first fly. He must be excited, said the second. And look how crowded it is, said the third. A place with so many flies cannot possibly be bad. Inside, Flicker shouted, Do not come in! We are trapped. But the flies outside heard only buzzing. They are calling us, one of them said. All 3 flew inside. By sunset, dozens of flies filled the bag. By the next morning, there were hundreds. The more crowded the trap became, the more attractive it looked from the outside. Every frightened fly became another sign of excitement. Every desperate struggle looked like a dance. Every buzzing warning sounded like an invitation. Soon, Flicker was too tired to fly. He rested against the clear wall and looked at the flies gathering outside. A small fly was preparing to enter. Flicker lifted himself one last time and struck the wall. Please, he cried, do not make the same mistake. The small fly paused. Beside her stood her mother. Why are there so many flies inside? The little one asked. Perhaps the food is very good, her mother replied. Then should we join them? The mother fly watched carefully. She saw flies rushing in every direction. She saw others lying silently near the bottom. Then she asked, "How many flies have you seen come out?" The little fly looked at the entrance. They waited. Many flies went in. Not one came out. The mother turned away. "But everyone else is going inside," the little fly said. Her mother replied, "A crowd can show you where others have gone. It cannot tell you whether they were wise to go there." They flew away together. Inside the trap, Flicker watched them disappear into the sunlight. For the first time that day, he smiled. At least one fly had understood. The next morning, the farmer removed the full trap and replaced it with an empty one. The sweet smell returned. Before long, another young fly arrived. He looked at the empty bag and said, "How lucky I am! I must be the first to discover this wonderful feast." And the trap began again. Moral: a place does not become safe simply because many have entered it. Sometimes those who appear to be celebrating are only struggling to escape. Before following a crowd, do not ask only, "How many have gone inside?" Ask also, "How many have returned?" The animals are imaginary. The lessons are real. Written by Guan, edited by my daughter. A family project from one generation to the next.